What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to this episode of Restorations with Vic. What I have for you guys today are these 2018 Air Jordan 1 Shadows that need some work. We'll be using our 3-brush advanced ink alarm system and our detergent to get the shoe fully cleaned up inside and out. Once that's good to go, we'll remove the yellowing off the soles, remove the creasing off the toe boxes, and repaint the entire shoe. So without further ado, let's get it started. The first step we're gonna do is put the shoe to the side since we're only gonna be working on the left shoe for before and after purposes. Next, we're gonna remove the laces and insole. All right, we're good to go with that. Now let's grab our adjustable Reshoevn8r shoe tree and adjust it to size. Shoe tree is good to go. Now let's go ahead and squirt 2 squirts of our Reshoevn8r solution inside our bowl. Now, on to the fun stuff. We'll be using our soft bristle brush so we can start breaking down all this gunk on the uppers. All done using the soft bristle brush on the uppers of the shoe. As you can see right here, there's a lot of debris stuck on the leather. In just a bit, we'll use the medium bristle brush to get rid of all that stuff. For now, we're gonna continue using the soft bristle brush, but on the insides of the shoe. Insides are looking good. Before we move on from the soft bristle brush, we're gonna go ahead and clean up this insole while we're at it. Okay, insole's good to go. Let's get back to the shoe. All done with the soft bristle brush as well, so let's move on to our medium bristle. We'll use this brush to finish cleaning up the leather and get rid of all this nasty debris. All done with the pre-treatment on the uppers of the shoe. Now let's move on to the last brush, which is our stiff bristle. We'll use that brush to clean up the soles and midsoles. Sorry. All right, these soles are looking really good, but right here in the center of the sole, there's a big piece of gum that we gotta get rid of. We'll be using some Goo Gone and something to pick it off with. All right, we got that piece of gum completely off. Now let's wrap up this cleaning by grabbing our shoelaces, putting them in our leftover solution inside our bowl, and give them a quick scrubbing. All right, good to go. Let's grab our laundry bag, put everything inside the bag, shoe, laces, and insole. Tie it up to the washer room. Washing machine time. Let's go ahead and put these shadows inside our wash. Now we're gonna need our Reshoevn8r advanced ink alarm detergent. This stuff is needed to get the shoe fully clean and disinfected inside and out. Squeeze and pour 1 full ounce. Yeah. Right over that shoe. Let's close it up. Whenever you're using a washing machine to clean a pair of shoes, use a regular cycle with cold water. We are back, YouTube. We got these shadows out the washing machine, fully dried, ready to go. As you can see, this clean turned out amazing. We got rid of all that junk, debris, grime, and dirt that was covered all over the uppers of the shoe. The insides look good as well, and the soles look freaking great. They're back to white, super good, thanks to our 3-brush advanced alarm system and our detergent that you can find at Reshoevn8r.com. Use my promo code in the description below to save 10% off your next order. So moving on with this restoration, we're gonna move on to the midsoles. As you can see, they are pretty white. There is very little oxidation, if any at all. The only reason I'm gonna do this step is so we can get the stitching back to white. So Lawn Care 40 works great on rubber, but it also works great on the stitching of these soles. All good with that, let's put these shoes under the sun. All done using the Lawn Care 40 method to get the stitching back to white to match the midsoles. Now let's move on to some prep work. We'll be using the sandpaper method to get rid of some deep scratches on the leather right here. So you can see right here, it's pretty rough. If we don't use the sandpaper method to get these areas as smooth as possible and we just paint over it, you'll be able to see those rough areas and it's gonna look really sloppy. So this step is very important. We're gonna start off with the 400 grit and then work our way up to 1500 grit. All done sanding down the leather, now let's move on to using acetone and cotton balls. We'll use this stuff to finish removing the factory finish off the leather. Prep is good to go in the uppers. While we're using acetone and cotton balls, let's go ahead and clean up the separation, remove all the old glue so we can get it ready for the reglue. Prep is good to go. We got all the old glue completely out the separation. Now let's tape off the leather so we can apply our Barge and Phoenix cement glue. Glue's applied, now we gotta wait 7 minutes for the glue to cure, then we'll go ahead and clamp it together. 7 minutes are up, let's heat it up so we can clamp. Glue job's good to go. As you can see, alignment's on point, no glue where there shouldn't be. Now let's move on to the next step in this restoration, which is the creasing on this toe box. We'll be using the iron method to get rid of it. It's very simple to do so. All you gotta do is grab a rag, stuff it inside the toe box, then with another rag, gotta make sure it's wet, place it over the toe box and simply iron it out with the iron. You're just gonna wanna be very careful not to apply too much heat on the midsole because you can cause separation. Good to go removing the creasing from these toe boxes. The iron method works really well on any shoe that has some heavy creasing. It works especially well on Air Force 1s and Air Jordan 1s. Now let's keep it moving with this restoration and move on to some painting. We already did all the prep work, so we're ready to go. We'll be using this pre-mixed shadow gray color. This paint took me hours to create. It was super tough. I don't have exact ratios for you guys, but I do have the colors I used. I used beige, cream, gray, light gray, olive, red, and brown. Mess around with those colors and you get the perfect match. Let's go ahead and lay it down using my angular brush. Good to go with the gray. I'm super proud on how that color turned out. It took forever to get that match perfect, but as you can see, it's pretty on point. Now let's move on to the black to finish up this paint job. Overall, the black's pretty good. We just gotta touch up the toe cap area and a couple of other areas on the shoe to wrap up this paint job. Paint job's good to go. This shoe looks really good. The last step we gotta do to wrap it up is to protect the paint job using some Krylon matte finish. That's gonna be it on this full restoration of these 2018 Air Jordan 1 Shadows. The first step I did to bring the shoes back to life was give the shoe a proper deep clean inside and out using our 3-brush advanced alarm system and our detergent that you can find at Reshoevn8r.com. We got rid of all the grime, dirt, sticky stuff, and debris off the shoe. Then we moved on to removing the dinginess off the sole using Salon Conforting the Sun. For the uppers, we use a sandpaper method to get the toe box and sides super smooth before the repaint. We laid down the perfect custom mixed gray. Then we moved on to laying down the black and wrapped it up by spraying some matte finish. This shoe turned out great. Before I leave you guys, I want to remind you guys about the Best of 2018 sneaker giveaway. This month, we're giving away a pair of Nike Off-White Blazers in the Grim Reaper colorway and a 4-ounce 3-brush shoe cleaning kit. All you gotta do is click on the giveaway link down below to enter. Good luck, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Vic. I'll see you guys next Monday.